Hi there. All right, I'm back for day 2 of this series of Before You Launch Your Business. And today I want to talk about, yesterday we talked about social media. I gave you guys some specific things to do in order to get started, setting yourself up for success when you launch your health and fitness business. And today I really want to encourage you on something that's a little bit more internal. All right. And before you run off, before you say, oh, I don't do all that, I don't set goals, I don't do vision boards, things like that, I want to tell you a little bit of my story, okay? So everything is fun when we first start it, right? So let's take, for example, health and fitness. How many times have you joined a group or joined a gym or joined a class or committed to an eating plan and you're like hyped up, you're really excited about it, right? You're gonna do the thing, you're gonna crush all the goals and you just go in full force, right? And then maybe day 6, day 7 rolls around and you're sore from working out, you're eating the same things because you haven't like branched out and tried other foods, and you're kind of bored and you're tired and you just really want that Big Mac and you want to sleep in today, right? And so I understand it. You see, you're doing all this work and the results aren't happening fast enough and you just want to give up. That was me. Like, no joke, when I started my first challenge group, I started working out at home. That was me. But I just had to understand that I was changing on the inside. I was making better choices. I was building momentum in my choices, in my nutrition, and with my workouts. The compound effect of all those choices, those little choices that I was making, was taking effect. And I just had to trust that the change was going to come, the change was going to happen. And so I just had to stick with it long enough to watch it happen, to see it happen. I had to really lean into that vision that I had for my life, for that why, for waking up and working out and making a meal plan and following the meal plan, even on the days I didn't want to. My vision for my body was, and for my life, was that I was going to be the best version of myself that I could be, for my family, for my husband. I wanted to be a better steward of this body that God had given me. And that motivated me even on the days I didn't want to show up. And without that vision, I would have quit, just like I had every other time. All right. I envisioned a day where I would wake up on a Monday morning and I wouldn't be filled with regret from the choices I had made over the weekend. And I would actually be excited about waking up and doing that Monday morning workout and logging it in our group. Like, I had to look at that and had to see it in my mind even before it became reality. And so I do the exact same thing in my business. I had to envision, when I started my business, that scary first yes, that opening my business account and making those first social media posts. I had to envision helping that first customer even before I had a customer. I had to envision inspiring a woman who was sitting there doubting herself and her ability. And I had to envision her reading my post and being encouraged, and her taking action because I was bold enough to put my story out there. I had to envision getting that first paycheck. I had to envision paying for Christmas with my coaching income. I had to eventually envision leaving my full-time job and being home with my family like I am now. Even before it happened, I had to see it and trust that God was going to work that out through the work that I was doing every single day. All right. And so I had to really commit to those small things that I've done every day as a coach that have built the success and the goals and the vision coming to reality that you see today. All right. So I started very small, and even today, I still wake up and I do the same things that build a solid foundation on my business. All right. And I want to encourage you to do the same thing. Even before you open your business, even before you become a coach, I want you to sit down and think about, what is my long-term vision for my life, for building this business? Are you unhappy in a job maybe? Or maybe like I didn't hate my job, but I didn't love it either. I didn't love leaving my family for 9 hours a day, ultimately, 45 hours a week. I didn't love the fact that somebody else picked them up from school and got to hear their first words and hear about their day first. Like, I wanted that to be me. I wanted that to be me. Does your family need more income to pay off bills, to maybe take a vacation once a year? Do you need fitness results and you want to get results and maintain them? And you know that the accountability that coaching brings will help help you do that? Do you want to share your passion for fitness that you already have with women and encourage them in their walk with Christ? Is that what you want to be able to do through coaching? Just sit down and get out a sheet of paper and say, what will this look like for me? If there were no barriers, if there was nothing to stop me, what could I do with my business? And what can I open my heart and my mind to what God can do through me? All right. I want you to do that first. And I want you to tell me what that vision is. You can comment below. You can email me, whatever you want to do. And then I want you to see that this business has the possibility, the ability to create that for you. All right. It starts with helping 3 people a month get started on their health and fitness journey. And then, honestly, you start, the first thing you do is you pull the trigger and you sign up as a coach, right? And then every day you will wake up, you will spend time with God, you will seek His direction, and you will look at that vision that you created for yourself, for your business, and for your family. And daily, you will say, I'm going to do the work because this vision is worth it. This calling is worth it. This future that God has planted on my heart for me and my family and my business is worth it. All right. Guys, my family benefits every single day from me saying that scary yes to opening my business all those years ago, 5+ years ago. And I know that if you have that dream, that vision on your heart, and you show up and you work and you do the business and you learn through the trainings that I give you, and you just simply do the small things that it takes every single day, you can have that as well. And the last thing I'm going to ask you before we end, and this kind of sets us up for tomorrow, our training for tomorrow, who is that ideal person that you want to work with? Who is your ideal client? Like, who can you help the most through health and fitness? Like, even put that picture of that person in your head. Just like I said, I used to do, and I would think, who could these words that I write encourage? Because vision is everything. There are going to be days when you don't want to get up, you don't want to get out of bed and push play on your workout, you don't want to check the boxes on your business tracker, and there are going to be days where you feel discouraged. But visualizing the life that you sense God creating you to lead, and asking yourself, how does a person who achieves these goals, how do they act every day? Do they stay in bed? No. Do they do the work? Yes. Do they complain and say, oh, I just can't do it? No. That person doesn't make excuses. They show up, they do the work even when they don't feel like it. And it's because that future is more important than today's comfort. So just think about those things and tell me what your vision is for your life. I can't wait to hear this.